Alright, so my astral mission is to uncover things that I've kind of shunned into the underworld. The underworld being my subconscious, being my pocket universes. The place where, I mean, all of us do it, I guess, but I just kind of I have historically shoved things that I don't want to look at into the underworld. And sort of what I think one of the things about the underworld is that it's kind of like where whoever the creator is, and like in reference to which underworld you're talking about. That's like in my case, that's where I kind of like send things to die. It's like I just go forth and die, go forth to the underworld, to the void, to the yeah, man, it's cold out here. But yeah, just go forth and die, like you're dead to me, kind of, is what I'm telling these aspects of myself, or my different shadows, or whatever. So they've been abandoned. This is kind of already our Western mythology of Lucifer falling down and like kind of casting out God, and then the punishment that he gives people is being abandoned, and how it feels to be abandoned. But this is for our own personal evolution. If we look at it as more of a personal context of what parts of ourselves that we're trying to hide from ourselves, or let die. They're not going to die. That's the whole thing, is that it's eternal, right? So my astral mission, as was brought to me last night, was to go to the underworld, which I've done historically in my dreams, but now I understand that what I'm doing is I'm relightening, instead of enlightening, relightening. You see what I did there? I'm relightening those aspects of myself and freeing them from the underworld. And I have this hunch that some aspects like the underworld, and I think I'll probably like have a conversation with them or something and see what they really want to do. But the underworld isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is a bad thing only in the context of the fact that I'm using it to an end without compassion for parts of myself, I think. So yeah. Also, let me see what time it is. Okay, I have no time to talk. So one thing I was thinking about was how, this is a common practice, I think, among people who are fairly serious about their cycles, to get up with the sun and go to sleep with the sun. So say you did that like regularly, and then for like 2 days, you decided to not sleep, and you did it like every 6 days. You would decide not to sleep, or every 5 days. You would do 5 days of up the sun, down with the sun, and then 2 days no sleeping. What I think happens in these states, I think you might go 3 days without sleeping, but it's a really high contrast of the duality between day and night, and what day means and what night, what it means as far as which state of consciousness we're in. And a lot of us are programmed that like nighttime is when you're not in waking consciousness, and then in the morning or daytime is when you're in the waking life. But we already kind of devalidated by being awake during the day and awake at night, and then only sleeping a little bit, or like flopping our schedules if we work at a warehouse or something. But yeah, if you like really got that rhythm down of like, this is day, and this is what night means, and this is what day means, and this is what night means, and now I devalidate all of the duality of what state of consciousness I'm in. I'm in all of the states. I am sleep deprived, and what I think it keys you into is being able to hit the pause and rewind button on your reality, because you kind of like assume fourth dimension. You assume fourth dimension, and then you are the manipulator of time. You're the tweaker of time, and maybe it's only time relative to you, but that's really relative to everything because you're everything, right? So, can you see my breath? It's cold. Yeah, and that's it. That's all I got for this morning, I think. I'm gonna go take a poop and get on the road. Get on the road right now. Look at the snow. Snow. Okay, bye-bye.